Some cars are so raw, so advanced, or so perfectly excessive that they break every rule America has for what's allowed on public roads. These machines aren't just rare, they're officially banned. Yet they spark obsession, drive six-figure bidding wars, and make grown adults risk everything just to own one. Why does the world's biggest car market shut out some of the greatest vehicles ever built? And what does that say about the machines themselves? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into 11 dream cars that are illegal to drive on US streets, but that every real enthusiast wishes they could rip through a canyon in. Starting at number 11, we have the Porsche 959. Back in the mid-1980s, Porsche wasn't just building sports cars, they were engineering the future. The 959 was their Group B rally monster turned road car. Only 337 examples ever left the factory between 1986 and 1993. It shattered records with a top speed of 197 mph, all-wheel drive, twin-turbo flat-six, and -60 in 3.6 seconds. Adjustable ride height, magnesium wheels, Kevlar body panels, this thing had technology that wouldn't appear on other cars for another decade. Porsche looked at America's brutal safety certification process, which required destroying multiple cars in crash tests, and said no thanks. At $500,000 apiece in today's money, it simply wasn't worth it. So the 959 was banned outright. Bill Gates bought one anyway and had to keep it locked away for 13 years. Then the show or display rule arrived in 1999, giving ultra-rare icons a fighting chance. You can import them now, but you're limited to 2,500 miles per year and can't treat them like daily drivers. It's a small victory, but the 959 remains one of the most important cars in automotive history, a symbol of what happens when pure engineering refuses to compromise. But if you think the 959 pushed boundaries, wait until you see what happens when tuners get involved. Number 10 is the Strosek Diablo. Lamborghini's Diablo was already a fire-breathing monster, but German tuner Strosek took it into another stratosphere. They widened the body, added aggressive arrow-shaped aero, smoothed the headlights, and created something that looked like it drove off the set of a cyberpunk movie. Underneath sat a massive 5.7-liter V12 pumping out well over 490 horsepower and capable of 202 mph. The wild bodywork destroyed any hope of meeting US lighting, bumper, and crash regulations. Because it was a heavily modified aftermarket creation, it had zero factory certification. Customs agents turned them away at the border. Today these cars are mythical, one-of-one statements for collectors who want something no one else on the planet owns. Raw, loud, and completely uncompromising. Exactly what a Diablo should be. If you're craving pure British speed. Number 9 is the Jaguar XJ220S. In 1992, the Jaguar XJ220 stole the crown as the fastest production car in the world with a verified 217 mph run. The standard car was already insane, but the rare XJ220S version, just 6 examples built by Tom Walkinshaw Racing, was something else entirely. Lighter, louder, stripped for track work, and even quicker. Even the base XJ220 never made it to America. No airbags, no crash testing, and Jaguar wasn't interested in spending millions on certification for such low-volume production. The result? A hard border shutdown. That twin-turbo V6 delivered brutal power and an unforgettable soundtrack. The design still looks futuristic today. Unless you hunt down a very special import exemption or go full gray market, the XJ220 remains a ghost, a reminder of how incredible cars sometimes get left behind by bureaucracy. From pure speed to pure capability. Number 8 is the Land Rover Defender. Few vehicles have earned legendary status like the Defender. Evolved from the original post-WWII Land Rover, it became the go-anywhere truck that tackled everything from African safaris to military operations in the Gulf War. The long-wheelbase 110 model offered serious space and toughness that made it feel unstoppable. America got limited examples in the 1990s, heavily modified to meet DOT rules, but 1998 airbag mandates killed it. Many imported Defenders were seized and destroyed. For years this icon was locked out. Then the 25-year rule finally brought it back properly in 2020 and 2021. Now you see them everywhere, tough, modernized, and still instantly recognizable. It even starred in No Time to Die. The Defender proves that sometimes the best trucks are worth the wait. Number 7 is the 2012 BMW M3 CRT. BMW built just 67 of these carbon fiber beasts and never brought them to the United States. CRT stands for Carbon Racing Technology, extensive use of lightweight carbon on the hood, roof, doors, and even the racing-style bucket seats. Based on the E90 M3 but lighter, more powerful, and dialed in for serious drivers. That screaming V8 paired with a stripped interior made it feel like a track car you could almost drive to work. It never met US safety standards, so it was banned. Try bringing one in today and you risk it being crushed. This car represents the pure enthusiast spirit BMW used to embrace: minimal weight, maximum connection, and no excuses. We're halfway through and the hits keep coming. Number 6 is the Lotus Aviga. Lotus took everything they learned from decades of lightweight sports cars and poured it into their first all-electric hypercar. Top speed over 217 mph, jaw-dropping power, and a track-focused Aviga X variant that's already setting serious lap records, including a blistering 6 minutes and 24 seconds around the Nürburgring. This isn't a car built for grocery runs. It's designed for people who want to attack circuits like the Ring without compromise. Because of that singular focus, it doesn't comply with US street legal requirements. For now, it remains a track weapon and a vision of where electric performance is headed. If you love Lotus, this one hurts the most. Number 5 is the Alfa Romeo 8C Spider. Alfa Romeo returned to America in 2008 with the stunning 8C Competizione Coupe. Only about 100 made it here out of 500 total. The convertible Spider version looked even better. That 4.7-liter V8 soundtrack with the top down is pure Italian theater. But NHTSA initially rejected it for not meeting safety standards. Then in 2016 they reversed course, declaring it substantially similar to the coupe. One of the rare times the rules actually bent in favor of enthusiasts. Still rare, still special, and still one of the most beautiful cars of its era. Number 4 is the Mazda MX-5 Roadster Coupe. Even the humble Miata has a forbidden variant. In 2003, Mazda built a special hardtop version called the MX-5 Roadster Coupe exclusively for the Japanese market. Only around 179 examples exist. It gave the NC Miata a cleaner, more coupe-like profile and better weather protection while keeping that legendary handling balance. It was never federalized for the US, wrong emissions and safety compliance. It's still too new for the 25-year import rule, so dedicated Miata fans are left dreaming or hunting very special imports. Sometimes the smallest changes create the rarest cars. Number 3 is the Nissan Skyline R34 GTR. Ask any car enthusiast what their ultimate JDM hero is, and the R34 GTR is near the top. That RB26 DETT inline-six, sophisticated all-wheel drive system, and aggressive styling made it a video game and movie legend. From 1999 to 2002, it was the car everyone wanted. But it was never officially sold here, right-hand drive only and nowhere close to US safety or emissions standards. Finally, in 2024, the 25-year rule opened the gates. You can now legally import one, though you'll be piloting a right-hand drive rocket on American roads. For many, that's part of the charm. Number 2 is the Ford Focus RS 500. Yes, an American brand, but this monster was built in Germany and sold only in Europe. Only 500 examples in that menacing matte black with upgraded turbo, bigger brakes, and serious performance hardware. It was one of the most exciting hot hatches ever made. Never federalized, wrong side steering wheel, and no interest from Ford to certify it for the US market. We won't see it legally until at least 2035. The RS 500 remains one of the coolest Fords that Americans never officially got to buy. And at number 1, the Toyota Hilux. This is the truck that legends are made of, nearly indestructible. It's been drowned, blown up, frozen, and driven through war zones, and it just keeps going. Farmers, soldiers, and adventurers worldwide consider it the ultimate tool. But not in America. Emissions rules, crash standards, and the notorious chicken tax, a 25% tariff on imported light trucks, made it unworkable. Toyota gave us the Tacoma instead. Close, but not the same. The Hilux is the truck that refuses to die yet remains just out of reach for American buyers. These 11-band cars show that sometimes the best machines don't play by the rules. Some are getting closer thanks to time and the 25-year loophole. Others may stay forbidden forever. Which one of these hurts you the most? Which would you import tomorrow if you could? Tell me in the comments below. If you want more deep dives on rare cars, forbidden imports, and the wild world of automotive legends, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching. Now go enjoy whatever you're lucky enough to drive this weekend. Drive safe and I'll see you in the next one.